We're with Brandon and George from the Kenston Bomber football team. How fun is it to be the line that paves the way for this great offense, Brandon?
I really enjoy it. I think that we do a great job, and I think our team does a great job following behind us. And I think we've done a pretty good job so far, and I think we're going to continue to do a good job to help our team out to get to the States.
How much pressure do you put on yourselves? Because, I mean, if you guys don't do your job, it doesn't matter what the skills does.
Yeah, I try to put a lot of pressure on myself. It helps me and makes me a better player. So.
2 sacks, 13 games, only 2 sacks. I mean, if someone would have told you before the season that you'd have 2 sacks through 13 games, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think we like to pride ourselves that we do a good job, but we know it's our job, so we continue to protect our quarterback and protect our running back and try to do the best we can.
How protective are you when you think of that? 2 sacks. I mean, those are your boys back there.
I mean, I don't really think of it. I just have to keep doing my job every play. So.
What type of defenses have you seen? Because people know that if they're going to get you guys, they've got to get to Porter and Tom Kufsick, and you guys don't let that happen. What's the mindset? What do you guys do?
We've seen tons of blitzing defenses, tons of defenses that kind of just sit there and don't do much. We basically just we work week by week, figuring out who does what best, and we stop it that way.
And this week, what do you know about this Eastmore team that you'll be facing?
Oh, they're pretty fast. They run a 4-man front, and then I think 2 backers or 3 backers.
Yeah.
Speaking of fast, you guys do play fast. Offensive line, you got to get your butts back up there and get to the line of scrimmage. Do you guys wear down at all?
Not really.
Not really. No, we're used to it. I mean,
yeah.
We have fast-paced practices, fast-paced games. We're always moving fast.
We've been conditioning for a long time.
Yeah.
Brandon, you're the guy. I mean, as good as everything starts with you.
Yeah.
Good snaps. I mean, do you ever worry about that, think about that, or is it just repetitive now?
It gets repetitive. I think about it at the beginning of the game, or when I have a bad snap, or when somebody tells me get it down a little bit or something. But I just try to focus on my block more than the snap. But snap comes first.
You guys have to be multidimensional. You can't just be pass blockers. You can't just be run blockers. So how important is it that you guys to be able to do everything in this offense, block in every way?
So every time, I just think before the play, my job, and say if it's a pass or a run, I just gotta think and do what I have to do.
But you can't tip it off either, though, can you?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how do you do that?
You can't put too much weight on your fingers, stuff like that. You just gotta have the same stance every single time and just be able to move every way, which we've learned how to do.
So more weight on your hand means?
It's a run. And then less weight means you're going to kick back for a pass.
I would have never thought about that. So do you think that people pay attention to that?
Some people do.
A lot.
Sometimes you can tell by looking at guards' fingers because usually they're in 3 points. So.
That and they're white-knuckled.
Yeah.
You guys haven't been, this school has not been in this situation since way before you were born.
Yeah.
What's it like?
It's really amazing, and we really want to keep it going. We want to go all the way.
I've only heard stories of my parents' generation, and it's just they've said what we've been doing, so